Hey Don, Brian sent you a outline of how we're going to handle incoming resumes from Smart Recruiters. Part of the problem is that we're just running into all sorts of problems with new resumes in Smart Recruiters. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown and just try and explain what we're doing. If someone applies for a job at Smart Recruiters, then right away that notice is sent to talentxfactor@gmail, and because they've applied, their resume will be housed at Smart Recruiter. So when you are going through Talent X Factor Gmail, which I'm just going to log into, and someone applies for a Smart Recruiter's job, we get this notice here. Okay, when we get this notice, this is what we're going to use to kind of tip you off that we need you to work on it. And if we need you to work on it, up in here you'll see Don, please handle. Okay, so we'll add that label to it. So kind of like this first one here, that's really the only resume in Smart Recruiters we want you to handle. Okay, and we'll label it for you, but just to give you an idea. Bottom line is that's where it kind of starts. Okay, so Brian is going to be kind of the first eyeball on it, and he's going to decide whether it's a candidate we want to work with, and if it is, he'll accept the candidate, and if it's not, he'll actually reject the candidate in Smart Recruiters, and you don't have to worry about anything. Okay? If it is an accepted candidate, which means we are going to work with this candidate, immediately we'll label it in Gmail for either Jamie or Jess. And in Smart Recruiters, we'll put a note there just saying that Brian has accepted this candidate and has tasked it over to Jamie or Jess. Okay? As well, this is kind of where you come in. We'll put your name on it. Okay? Excuse me, I don't know why I did that. But we'll basically put your name on it like I just showed you. And basically what we want you to do there, so we want you to take the resume and save it in the Dropbox under resumes. The folder is named Don Smart Recruiters, so save the resume there. And then either you're going to have to enter in an ACT candidate, create an ACT candidate, or you can add that resume to an existing ACT candidate. And the reason we'd have an existing ACT candidate is because we probably have messaged these people and now they're applying online. So you'll be the only thing you really have to do is just update their ACT profile with relevant information like email and phone number, and then add that document to their profile. Or if it's a brand new candidate and we want to work with that resume, you're going to create an entirely new candidate in ACT. Okay? You then send via email the resume to the recruiter that was mentioned over here. As well, send it to talentxfactorcandidates@gmail.com. Okay, so that's the last step for you to send it around to this person here, and also to the Talent X Factor candidates. Okay? So then in Smart Recruiters, we'll be able to see who did the review and who it's tasked out to, any other notes as well, and Brian will handle that. And then the result is anybody who applies gets put into ACT, is in Talent X Factor Gmail because we have that notice. You've emailed them to Talent X Factor candidates, and then it's tasked out. Okay? At that point, the recruiter can then decide to reject the candidate. So the recruiter will decide if the candidate should be rejected, and they will take care of all that. Okay? We will do all the work with the Dropbox. So once you put it in that folder, we'll put it in the right sorting. We'll sort it beyond that, but we need you to get it in there. Okay? So I guess the one step that is kind of maybe a little bit challenging is just in ACT to add the candidate to the actual ACT folder. ACT profile. So if you save that resume in the Dropbox, and I'll pull up the resume folder here just to show you where it is. Okay, and so this is where you're going to save the, okay, you're going to save these here. I'm not sure what all these different things are, but basically we just want you to save it here so we can find it. And then in ACT, when you get there, you're just going to add document in their profile. Sorry, my ACT isn't open, but I think you know what that means. So you get to the actual ACT profile, and we'll give it a second here. Okay, great. So when you find the candidate that you want to add the document to, I believe Brian's just clicking on history here and this attach file, and then you would go to the Dropbox and actually attach the resume so it would show up in their history section. Okay, and that's how I want you to add the resume to the profile. Okay.